Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's discuss about the procedure for GI registration. Like how we have discussed the procedure for copyright, procedure for trademark registration, right? Similar stuff we are having procedure for GI registration also. Kindly do subscribe and watch video. So here we are having anything you want to register. Maybe if you remember, we have discussed about copyright, patent registration and patent registration, all those things. The first and foremost thing is what? Prior art search. What do you mean by that? You should know, you should check in all the databases and all whatever if search engines are there, you have to search. I should make sure that this particular what you call the GI or geographical indication is not been registered so far. So your idea is to get to know whether this is been already registered or not. That is very important. That clarity is very important, because or else whatever you do, the entire process in the end, during the examination, you will get caught, and then they will see, they will tell that this is already been submitted or published, so you cannot go for it. So that is the reason we need to do a proper prior art search. So prior to filing an application for the registration of GI, it is prudent to search whether the concerned GI is already protected or not. That is very important. If it is already protected, definitely cannot go for it. So this can be done how? You are having several websites, like where WIPO website is there. Okay, you can go there and search of affiliation of origin and geographical indication, both can be conducted. And then we are having, additionally, WIPO has created a different directory for all IP officers of its member countries. For example, the registered GI of any country can be searched by just accessing this website, which the link I have given, that is a directory. Okay, and then there you can go and you can add your country, and then you can search. Now the list of the registered GI in India that can be accessed by the official website of CGPD TM, like for trademark, whatever we are discussing, it is the same thing there only, with the same link only you can go for it. You can search, and that searching is very important. Without searching it, nothing works, or nothing, you cannot say that your work is new, right? So once the prior search for registered GI is done, the application has to file an application. Definitely the applicant has to file an application once the prior art search is done, right? If you will search it and you will come to know that there is no one, there is no product like what you are going to register for, so then you can file a application. Now you are an applicant. Now the application of the GI can be forwarded by the individual. It can be the individual, just you, or organization, or you can say where you work, or it can be where you study, or it can be the authority of the people established under the Indian law. Okay, so authority of people means you are having like agents and all. They can also file application on behalf of you. Now the application in a prescribed format is submitted to the registrar, that is geographical indications along with the prescribed fees. So we are having, this is the what you call portal where you can go for it. So in the application, what happens? The applicant needs to mention the interest of the procedure of the concerned product. He has to mention what exactly the interest of the producers. Now imagine you are the applicant. Definitely you will have to produce that design, or imagine you will have a company and then finally will produce. So interest of producers has to be mentioned in that application. Now the application should be duly signed by the applicant, okay, or it can be his agent with all the details about the GI. And remember one thing, whenever you say that your agent will be doing filing on behalf of you, you will also have to sign few certain documents. Okay, so especially for patent, we are having Form 26. We have to sign, like power of attorney. We have to sign, and we have to give a consent, and we have to mention that our work will be registered. Our application will be registered with so and so, his name and all, and entire details have to give, and those are our the attorneys. Okay, so their name has to be there and their sign has to be there. So it has to be duly signed by the applicant or his agent with all details about the GI, that how its standards will be maintained. That has to be done. Now the submission of 3 certified copies of the map of the region where GI belongs is mandatory. So along with the sign, now you sign, and you should make sure that you have to mention that how we are going to maintain the standard, because GI means standard quality, then only that will be completely it will go viral, and people wants to buy it, people wants to have it, or those kind of products. Now the submission, along with that, what else they have to submit? They have to submit 3 certified copies of a map, geography, so that particular region map, they have to three different copies they have to submit where the GI belongs to is mandatory. Now the once the application is filed at GI registry, what happens? The same thing what it is to happen in patent and all. Definitely they used to wait for 1.5 years and all, but here it is nothing like that. It will directly go to the examination. The examiner will scrutinize your application, and if any deficiencies are there or any similarities are there, your application will get rejected. If not, then your application will enter the next process. They might approve, okay, and they will publish in a journal, and then they will see if anyone is willing to object it. If at all they don't object, then it will be published. Yes, let's see the proper the stepwise what you call the process of geographical indication registration. The first thing is what geographical indication application filing. You are taking an application, you are filing, but before that you should do the prior art search. That is mandatory, and it doesn't have to be mentioned here, but it has to be done for everything. Take a copy. You can take a copyright, you can take a trademark, you can take an example of patent, anything. Okay, you need to do a prior art search where you will confirm whether this particular work being done, or whether this particular product is already available in the market, or if this particular patent is been registered or not. All those things will come to know that. Then only you will go for geographical indication application filing. Next, acknowledgement by the registrar to the applicant, and you will get an acknowledgement message or email, or maybe some letter. Okay, and then examination. So it takes 2 months of time from examination to the issuance of the whatever they have examined, the report. Okay, once they examine, they will get a lot of queries. That queries will have this report, and in this particular examination report, that whatever it is there, that they will submit it to you. Now the application reply within 2 months. You will have 2 months time to reply for this report, because there will be a lot of queries. You need to address it and reply. If at all they satisfy, okay, then it will be, if at all they satisfy that based on your response only, they will take a decision. So decision made by the registrar on the reply. When you reply, and based on that report, they will take a call whether it should be accepted or if it is not accepted. Well, if it is accepted, then it has to go it will be published in their journal. Okay, if any oppositions are there, 4 months time will be given. Okay, then it will be rejected. Okay, or they will ask for what you call clarification. If you are failed to give the clarification, that will be rejected for sure. Same thing what it has to be, it is to be done in patent and copyright and trademark similarly. So here, if at all there is no objections or no oppositions within 4 months of publication in the journal, then GI will be registered. So here in this step, if the decision is made by the registrar on the reply, if they don't like, or they are not satisfied with the results, then it will not be accepted, and that will be called as applicant can, then you have to appeal, okay, within a month at IPAB. So IPAB actually stand for Intellectual Property Appellate Board. Now that IPAB is not there, that is dissolved. Okay, so now IPAB has been abolished, and a dedicated IP division is there, has been created to deal with the IPR cases. So that then the entire things are what you call the power is been transferred to the high court, or especially of whatever the state they belong, or wherever whatever the region they belong. Okay, so that's it. That's the step. Okay, the same thing is explained here. Continuing, after getting a green signal from the registrar, the application is published in the official geographical journal, and seeking if any objections are there, those has to be done within 4 months. If no objections, oppositions is received, your GI tag gets registered. Whatever you file, that same day will act as a registration date, like what we used to think as a priority date, right, in patent. That means I will apply application today. So after 2 years only, after 3 4 years, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years only, my patent will get registered, but the priority date will be considered as patented date. Okay, same thing here also, the filing date as a registration date. So initially GI is registered for 10 years, but is renewable on the payment of the fee. Every year there will be a renewable fee that has to be paid, so that it will be continued. The first time it will be 10 years. The next topic, we are having documents required for GI registration, that we will discuss in the next class. Guys, kindly please subscribe. 87% of people, you guys are watching my channel but not subscribing. That's not good. Please supply and support. Thank you.